Louie C. the Mayor checking in. What is going on, my people? Listen, we kicking off the weekend. Ain't no rain gonna stop nothing. We just gonna get full throttle, fast and furious. That's how we do it. Shout out to Florida Keys Energy Lawyers, accident lawyers in the Keys. Go to FloridaKeysEnergy.com. Locals taking care of locals at 302 Southern Street. Dr. Burrows, man, that man getting back in shape, doing it big. We got a couple matches on the ping pong table. So check out Advanced Urgent Care, Key West Marathon, and Key Largo. Now offering affordable health care with Keys Cares. That's with the 2 Ks, $89. Just go right there, keyscare.com. We'll make sure we take care of you. And let me tell you something, boy, it is really serious right here. I don't know if you've been here, but you better ask somebody. Have you found paradise? 124 Duval Street. Man, this Cuban food is so good. You'll be a happy camper when you go there and eat. It's hard to find Cuban food around here, but we're going to make it happen. And last but not least, I told you them cigarettes are dangerous. Go to Naughty Vapes, the #1 vape shop in the Florida Keys. They're going to take good care of you. Got a huge inventory. Make sure you like their Facebook page under Naughty Vapes. And the military and locals, always 10%. Who is Miachael Knowles in the building? They doing it big on the production. So we're going to get this thing popping. And I got one of my favorite attorneys worldwide and planets above and beyond, Mr. Wayne Dapster. Wayne Dapster. Dapster.
There you go.
I want to make sure I get it right, but we strive for perfection like the 72 Miami Dolphins over here. So, welcome, Wayne.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Me and you always in the building because you have an office over here also in the building. So, I don't know if you know this, but we're worldwide right now. So, hit the notifications button right over here. Boop! Those of y'all watching on the YouTube channel, there's a little button right over here. It says subscribe. You can subscribe right there. All you got to do is hit that button. Boop! And if you want to reach thousands, then all you got to do is inbox me. We're going to make sure we get you out there for your business, sponsor the show. So all love. And today, we're going to talk a little bit about law, immigration. You got any questions, come on in, and we're going to make some things happen. So let me see your phone there. Make sure we're good to go. And we're going to get this thing. Okay, I got it for you. Okay, so Mr. Wayne, why don't you give the people a little introduction about yourself, how long you've been in Key West, and just give them the 411 about yourself, sir.
All righty. I've been here in the Keys for 21 years. Originally from Chicago, spent a good part of my time out with the Navy, traveling around. I was out in California for 20 years, mostly working as an attorney, and then came out here with the Navy to work at the Joint Task Force right down the street and around the corner.
Got a fish?
And doing counter drug. Yep. And I did that for a year, and I was finished up and getting ready to walk and head home and go someplace else. And I met this woman.
Nice.
And she was from Brazil, and 2 months later we were married. And a lot of things happened, and I wound up staying.
Nice.
So I've been here for 21 years, and we got divorced after 4 years, but by that time I put down roots and couldn't just give 2 weeks notice and leave. So I've been here. I've been doing immigration work the entire time as a lawyer. I'm licensed in Illinois and in Florida. I've also been an actor. I've been an actor for over 25 years, and I've been acted in all of the theaters here in Key West.
Outstanding.
Waterfront, Red Barn, studios, all around, doing a variety of things. And I've also done emergency management.
Okay.
Name me a hurricane, we've been on. I've been the shelter manager for 3 years up at the high school.
Nice.
And was the CERT team leader for 2 years here in the Keys. So we've had a lot of experience down here. A lot of different things to keep yourself busy.
Yes. Well, you know what they say about women. You can't live with them, can't live without them.
So
that these things happen.
Truth.
So, women are a mystery. You never know what's going through their head. So you do a little bit of acting.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Whenever I can get a role, I'll take it.
Nice. Okay, so that is absolutely outstanding. Let me ask you a question. Will the election ballots ever be counted? Incredible what's going on here with the nation.
Actually, a lot more so than you think. They apparently, for example, Georgia had that horrible time during the primary back in June, and they really put some effort in it, and they have done an incredible job, and it looks like they're going to just about finish up probably today or tomorrow in all the counting.
Right.
Pennsylvania's the same way on here. They've got the mail-in ballots that as long as they were postmarked by the 3rd, they can be counted up to 7 days later. So they're working their way through. Same thing with Arizona. I think they're going to be finished up this week.
Okay.
With I think at least one state that has until the 12th to get the ballots in to do that. But surprisingly, it looks like they're going to have most of the mail-in ballots and such and finished up probably by Saturday.
Okay. So, it's a crazy time in 2020. I can't wait till we get to 2021. So right now, what we got going on here, so let me explain to you the breakdown on the Louie C. the Mayor podcast.
Okay.
On the right side, you got a watch party, people waving. So you have a person right there. Can you tell me who that is? Can you see that name there?
Adam Futterman. He was a former meteorologist here in Key West.
Nice.
And old good friend of mine. Hi, Adam.
Okay, so thank you for watching. So check it out. Some people trying to come in on the live right now, calling in. We can't take no phone calls on the live. We told you when you come in, like WPLG Channel 10, have you ever watched live news? They're not going to say, hold on a second, let me go ahead and pick up a phone or text. We can't do that. So I don't know why these people call in on the live, but they do it. But we love you.
Hope springs eternal.
It's all good. So let me see what I got on my side, and then Michael knows I'm coming to you. There he is, Mike. He popped up first.
Red Tater.
Where is Red Tater? This is a #1 fan of the show. Louis Vallejo says, great show, Louis. See you soon. All love. Thank you, sir. I got Michael Kimbler in the building. That boy was big with the coach's shorts back in the day. And Tangela Edwards. Hey, Louis. Hey, everybody. Hey, thank you, Tangela, for coming in. So it's all love right now. Who is Michael Knowles? What we got on your side?
Man, we have Denise Didi Gilrun Henriquez.
Oh, Didi, the #1 tax collector ever in the whole Monroe County, planets above and beyond, and worldwide up to the aliens tuning in. You got your former tax collector tuning in right now, Didi. All love. Conk baseball, let's go.
Richard Guzman,
that man serious on that sports, on that book. He keep them tallies strong on that scorebook.
Monica Marquez.
Monica Marquise.
Yep.
Monica, what is going on, girl?
Louis Vallejo says, great show, Louis. See you soon.
I got him.
Yeah, okay. Pete Othman.
And I see Carmen De Jesus up in Miami, a New York Rican.
Nice.
Who's an attorney up there. A friend of mine for 18 years down here is watching and joining.
Gotcha.
So yeah, she's a good lady.
Yeah, all love. So DJ DOS, my man Big Pete, checking in with the SWAT team in New York City. Make sure you check that man in. We going in at 7 o'clock, Wild 927 worldwide on the iHeartRadio app. So make sure you tune in, man. No matter what's going on, the party ain't never going to stop. So we on 7 to 9. So, my man right here just had a little procedure done. So it's not like we've been doing Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed. So what happened? You're okay?
Yeah, I had a mole removed.
Okay.
And not a problem there. But boy, the blood sure collected down underneath the eyes. So it looks a lot worse than it is. I just tell people I had brain surgery and they figured it out.
Okay. So
it worked out fine.
Was it painful?
No pain.
No pain?
No pain.
Okay.
Dr. Vaughn over at on Kennedy Drive.
Oh,
excellent guy there.
You recommend him?
Yeah, very much. Very much.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What made you want to be an attorney?
Wow. I was getting off active duty. I was out in Guam, spending a year there, and a friend of mine said he needed some help in his law office, and he was an attorney from California out there, and I started helping him out and doing some things and started learning a little bit about research and such, and found out I really enjoyed the work. I mean, I was a scuba diver, and man, I could live underwater, and this thing was almost as good. I mean, I really got turned on to the ability of putting an argument together, of understanding what and why and how things worked, and working with clients and such. And so I wound up doing that. After about a year, I came back to California. I applied for law school, and I've been turned down by some of the best law schools in the nation. And I got accepted to a couple of them, and I picked one out in Los Angeles. A couple of years later, I got my law degree, and I started practicing out in Los Angeles. Did that for 19 years, and at the same time, I was a Navy reservist, 1 week in a month going on a ship at sea. And at one point, I said, hey, the law practice is kind of winding down a little bit.
Right.
I called them and said, what do you got? Well, they had 6 months in Bahrain, out in the Mideast.
Wow.
I went and did that, came back from that, and I wound up with 4 months here in Key West.
Wow. Okay. So
And 4 months got extended to 10 to 12, getting ready to leave, and that's when I met the Brazilian.
nice.
And 2 months later, we're married, and I've been here ever since.
Okay. Well, that's a fascinating story. Look like you travel a lot. You have a very good spirit. You're very personable, so I can see why you do very well with clients. Red Tater coming in on here says Florida did a great job on mail and absentee ballots.
They
All
sure
states
did.
should aspire to this performance. So, Ron DeSantis, y'all can say what y'all want. That man got Florida on lock. And if Monroe County get a little bit out of line, he straighten us up and make sure all traffic is south and north, inbound, outbound is going. And whoever told you that the Florida Key is not open for tourism, they lied to you, because we wide open over here. So you got, I think, a couple more checking in there.
Yeah, Anita McGee down here locally. That's hi, Anita.
Hi, Anita, how you doing?
Thanks for joining.
So we got a little controversy brewing,
Really?
Yeah, and Washington's a big controversy, but we got a little controversy brewing. So what had happened was, as you all know, Heather Carruthers is no longer a county commissioner, so she has made a complaint against Eddie Martinez, basically with the election, said he didn't live in the district that he's in, and therefore she is disputing the election. So we'll see where that goes. It is what it is, and at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this: in my opinion, the people have spoken.
And we'll see. And I guess the question is, why didn't this come up before?
Right.
And the question is, do you have to have been a resident of the district at the time of you taking office, or at the time of during the campaign?
Right.
And apparently he's moving down here as of today.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see how that works out.
See what happens. I think it's going to be in court, but as I said, the people have spoken, and the new county commissioner is Eddie Martinez. Congratulations, we're going to keep it moving. So let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all out here, playing the fine line with this stuff, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to get to the meats and potatoes, because they said, hey man, we're going to give you 20 grand. Let's marry for papers. You get 20 grand. So it sounds good. So I'm going to explain to you, it sounds good, but I'm going to tell you the repercussions of what could happen for marrying for papers from an expert right here who's going to tell you what it is, because, you better be fresh as hell when the feds watch it, because when the feds come, it's a serious situation. Can you break it down in the short version?
The short version, because I could go on for that for quite a while. Had people come on in and say, hey, we're going to get married. And I say, you guys live together? Well, we have the same address. Oh, let's have a conversation about this. The idea of, hey, we'll just put the papers together. We'll file it. Come time for the interview, we'll go up. We'll lie to them. How are they going to find out? Everybody does it. They always win. They get the green card. Hey, they move on. That's how it may have been 10 years ago. In the last 10 years, the immigration has gotten much tighter. They've got a couple things they do. One of which is background checks. Another which, if they think there's any question about it, and they've seen enough of these things to recognize them, they do a separation interview. And man, that is rough. Hi, when did you meet? Separately, they ask the same questions.
Right.
And then they see how bad it falls apart. If they determine that your marriage is only for papers, they could file criminal charges against you. And if they figure out, if they can prove that you took money for it, they sometimes do. But for the most part, they say, we don't need to do that. For the American citizen, we're going to say your marriage was only for papers, and therefore you can never file for anybody else again. For the alien, sorry guy, you can never have anybody else file for you at all. And we're going to send you to court to be deported.
Wow.
Which kind of puts a big block on their ability to do something here.
Right.
And it makes it very difficult. It's also, I don't recommend it for a number of reasons.
Right.
You've always got somebody who has their thumb on you. 15 years later, hey, I still need money. I paid you. I need money. I can report you. You'll be in trouble. I got nothing to lose. Pay me. And you always got that hanging over your head. No
Just
matter
not
what
worth it.
happens. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Plus, it's a felony, right?
Plus, it's a felony.
Yes.
And you always walk around looking and saying, you don't have the feeling that you're a real American. You're half an American.
Right. It's just not good, and it's going to be on your record.
So,
it's
yeah,
not worth it, no matter for what amount of money.
We don't do it here in our office.
Feds ain't playing, boy. If you ain't learning, especially, boy, I don't know what's going on this year, but they definitely not playing. So you heard it here from the expert. Just don't do it.
We've done over 3,000 cases, and a couple thousand of those have been marriage cases up in Miami.
Right.
And we've been very, very successful with them. We've got an excellent reputation in terms of taking people through. It's getting harder and harder. I'll give you one example, very simply, because we can go off of this for a while. 3-4 years ago, I would file a package of forms for a couple to get a green card for the spouse
Right.
through immigration. It was 15 pages of forms.
Wow.
Today, I file that package for the green card. It is 64 pages of forms.
Wow.
And it takes about 2 months to get the paperwork all together and everything else. They have
tedious.
Very tedious.
Very tedious. Okay, so let me ask you this. What should the people living in the U.S. do if they want to become citizens?
Well, first, if they're not born here,
Right.
then they're not. Then they've got to go through a process to do that.
What's
They've got to get a green card. How do they get the green card? They can get it a number of different ways, either through employment, getting the green card, immigrant visa, and permanent resident status. All mean the same thing. Immigrant visa, the visa to come here and live here as a resident here. Permanent resident status, that's the status you have when you're living here and working here and you're safe to be here. And the green card is the proof that you got it.
Right.
Now, to get that, families can apply for someone to come in, and depending when a visa becomes available, there's only 243,000 a year for families, and you can imagine there's a lot of demand, so there's a waiting list. Someone files a petition saying, give my spouse an immigrant visa, and how long it takes for that visa to come on up. And when it finally comes on up, then they can either process through the consulate or they can process here in America. And then once they get the green card, 3 to 5 years to wait before they can file for citizenship. And then once they file for citizenship, the interview at that thing, if it works out fine, they get the certificate of citizenship, and bingo, they can vote, they can get a passport, and they can travel.
Go around, go about their business, and everything will be good. So that's good, very good information. Now, please tell the people out here where they can find you on social media, your website, because right now you've become this very moment here on the program. You're my #1 immigration guy right here. So I get calls on all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna definitely send them your way out here. As far as I'm concerned, you're the #1 immigration lawyer in the Florida Keys, and plan is above and beyond starting right now.
Thank you. My office is right here on Southard, 300 Southard, right at the corner of Thomas and Southard, right a block down from the Green Parrot, and the second floor, and that's where our main office is, 305-293-4671. That's 305-293-4671. 305-293-4671. They say 3 times to get it across on the radio. I've got a face on Facebook. There's a law office of Wayne Dapster, Dapser, Dapser, and you can find me on Facebook there. And I'll respond to the contacts there.
Nice.
And you can email me, wayne.dapser@gmail.
Nice.
Very simple.
Okay. I like the way you communicate. You're very clear. I see why you're an actor. You're doing great. I have to call Denzel Washington to check you out here soon. So let me see what we got going on. Who is Michael Knowles? Stand by. What you got on your side? Make sure.
I've got Anita McGee is here. Rebecca Sanchez Roy up in Miami. A friend of mine, another attorney up there.
MIA 305 checking in.
And Myra Negron, local here. Oh, Myra's been on for years.
So this is the wave cam. So what happens is here, and you'll learn this today. So what happens is you have a video going, you can do something called the watch party. And then all your friends could watch you while you're going on along with what we got going on. So they'll just keep popping. You ain't got to do anything there, and then you're good to go.
Can I send a wave back?
Yeah, well, they see you. They see you right there, and you could. They see you live. This is a live show, so everything we're doing right now, they're gonna say, "Who is Michael Knowles?" What we got going?
Man, we got Robert Anderson.
Robert, what is going on, sir?
Orion Thurston.
OT overtime. Hey, OT. Condolences to Shaky Rodriguez from Miami High School. One of the premier coaches ever in high school basketball, passed away. God bless him and his family. OT, I didn't know if you knew that. Thank you for checking in on the show.
Judith Gonzalez.
Judith, big at advanced urgent care, but that girl, the number one girl running. When she in the front, things gonna run tight, boy, tight like a drum.
And that's about it for right now.
Okay, so let's get some more people in here. Big Michael Knowles, and let me see what else we got going on. Can you tell me about news reports reference kids being taken away from their families? It's been all over the news worldwide.
It has, and it's got a bit of a history.
Okay.
The issue started back in the last administration when kids, a lot of kids, thousands of them came in unaccompanied, without parents. And the administration wound up literally setting up cages and then processing them through the agencies within a few months.
So when you say cages, you mean like real?
They were initially, some were cages, some were office spaces that were converted. And then within a few months, they were transferred out to the settlement office, who found sponsors and got the kids relocated here. That was not meant to be a thing, and there was no families involved except for the ones who were already here. Now, this administration took it up and said, "Hey, we've already got it in place. Here's the pilot." Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, and Steve Miller, his guru for immigration, said, "Let's make this a policy." A lot of families were coming in the last couple of years.
Right.
And they said, "We're going to send a message." And they literally took the kids from the families, separated. The kids were separate, the parents were separate. They deported the parents and had the kids on here and said, "You go back home and tell them this is what happens to the families when they come up here," as an attempt to deter families from coming up. It didn't work too well, and they wound up with a couple thousand kids who had been separated from their families. Well, many of the parents were deported, and then they wound up with the kids. What to do? A judge ordered them to put them back together. It didn't work too well. Right now, they've got over 550 kids whose parents have been deported, and the immigration didn't bother to keep any records about where the parents are. So they can't reunite them right now because the parents are back in Nicaragua, El Salvador, Honduras, and the kids are here, and they say, "Well, Judge, we don't know where they are. We didn't bother keeping records."
It's incredible.
It is. I mean, it's the kind of thing that we haven't seen since 1930s.
Right. So there's no need for that. I think that's an extreme injustice, and that should be taken care of.
And we're talking of young kids, a year old up to 16 years old.
Right.
And you separate these kids from their parents, and they don't have any kind of support comes on here. That's hell of a problem for the kids.
It is. Alexander Hernandez, that's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Agreed. It is very
crazy and very inhumane. And you don't put no human beings or anybody in cages. That's ridiculous. I don't care.
My good friend Bill Stiegel up in D.C.
DC.
I
got a lot of stuff going on in D.C. right now.
He works for the government. Navy, former Navy guy with me.
Shout out to all military. Thank you for your service. All first responders, all love. Do me a favor, hit the notification buttons right over here. Woo! Those of y'all watching worldwide on YouTube, there's a little button right over here. Hit that subscribe button. Woo! Any questions that you got, this will be the time, because when that man get on the clock, it's serious. So this is some free stuff that you can get right now coming in.
Howdy there, Bill.
So it's all love. Who else we got over there on your side? You big over there. I told you we were. Who you got on your side over there?
I said Bill Stiegel, and I've gone through the others right now, and we said hi.
Okay.
And Carmen, I've already said hi to her.
Okay, so all love, got the wave cam going. And who is Michael Knowles? What you got on your side?
Let's see. We got Henry G. Franklin.
Henry, what is going on, sir?
Aaron Skinner.
Aaron, the number one boxing man. That's my number one boxing man. Mike Tyson boxing coming up, so make sure you check that out. It's going to be a crucial matchup. So I'd like to see Iron Mike. Mike throwing blows. I don't want to be around that. Man, serious.
We got Gwendolyn Carter.
Okay, how you doing, Carter? Nice to see you.
And that's about it.
Okay, so let me tell you what we got going on. As we told you, we keep it all positive out here. We have some new procedures going on and new policies on the Louie C. the Mayor Entertainment podcast. So we don't talk about anything negative related to the COVID, whether it be COVID-19, 20, 17, 22. We just tell you positive stuff. So, for example, we only had 2 cases today. We'll tell you that. So nothing negative, because we got to keep that positivity going for the people, because at the end of the day, we're going to be out of this. So test and treat is real simple. If you look like you're sick, all you have to do is basically go to advanced urgent care, go get tested, and get treated. Now, when I say treated, ivermectin. Look it up. Do you know about ivermectin?
Yes.
Okay, it's a very serious drug, and it'll take care of you right away. We're over 50 cases, almost running at 100% successful rate. Even before you get the test back, that is a protocol over there with Dr. Burrows. So that's all you need to know. Trick or treat, no. Test and treat. That's all you need to know. So my man Wayne, let me ask you this. So we got a little storm going on. So I'm gonna tell you how what my procedure is on storms, right? So I got 2 questions I asked. I said, number 1, are we in a category 1 or above? And then if I get the first answer, yes, I move to the second question. Are we in the cone of concern? If I get 2 yeses, there's no need to debate, talk about it, get your stuff, we out of here. So we got a little bit of a storm coming. I don't think it's going to be anything drastic, but you got to keep your eyes on it. First thing I advise you is don't get stuck getting gas when the panic set in, because panic will set in, and then you'll be trying to get gas for 20 minutes. So go to Tony's Cuban Cafe at the southernmost shelf, get a Cuban mix while you're there, and make sure you gas up that car. So do you stay for storms?
I do. I stay.
You stay.
I stay. I've been doing emergency management for 20 years down here.
So give me a little bit of some challenges there and what kind of storms you've been, because we had some serious storms out here.
I've been through everywhere. For the first week I got here, Hurricane Elena came right across Cuba, just like this one is talking about doing, and hit us as a Category 1. I mean, I went through I was at NAS Boca Chica, put the shots down into the bat cave down there for a day or 2 until we got out. And then I had been in emergency management out in Huntington Beach, California, and so I took the program again here. I've been the shelter manager for 3 of the storms, and I've been through Wilma and the whole Dennis, Katrina.
One year we had 4 evacuations. Now let me tell you why you should go. It's like if you play blackjack and the book says a hit, don't have no gut feeling, just hit. And if you keep doing that, you're going to win. So what happened is there was 4 evacuations. Guess what number 4 was? I'm going to tell you. So what happened is everybody said, man, I'm not leaving no more. This is my 3rd time I left for 4.
That was Wilma.
Yes. So what I do is I stick to the protocol. I don't care if it's 4 times, if it's 7 in a row, or if it's 9 in a row, I'm going. And that was Wilma, so it was really crazy. So I got out of there, but I advise people not to stay for storms. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. There's nothing you can do.
Wilma was a strange bird because it was only a Category 1.
Yeah.
It only lasted about 30 minutes, but it was that damn surge.
Yeah, that's what I'll get you.
It really got everybody. 15,000 vehicles. Yeah. 75% of the vehicles of the Keys gone in 30 minutes.
Just like that. That's all it
That was incredible.
And the whole Keys could go underwater if they catch it right, so it's just not worth it. The good news is we're almost out of hurricane season. Soon we're going to be out of it completely. So that'll be, and we're almost out of 2022. I can't wait till we be out of it.
Answering your questions, from what I've seen right now, it looks like, and this thing has some 4 days to make some major changes on it, but it's looking like it's going to, 1, be a storm and probably not even a Category 1.
Correct.
And secondly, looks like it's going to go just far enough west so that we're even outside the cone for the 39-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah. So we're not going to have to worry about that. And even if it is, the winds are not expected to be more than 39 miles an hour.
Yeah. We'll keep
going through that.
We'll keep at it. Like, that don't meet the protocol for me because it's not a 1 and we're not in the cone, so I'm good with that. So we're going to keep it trucking. By the time that come in, we'll be ready to go. But thank God everything is moving in a positive direction. So I got a question here. It says, when they're going to be open, the clubs? The clubs are open, wide open. No 50%, no 60%, no 80. We're 100%. The Keys are wide open, and we welcome tourists out here with open arms. I'm going to let you take that one right there.
Red Tater.
What does he say?
He says he served on the emergency management team for 15 years at the Kennedy Space Center, including writing out the DART team. That's a lot of planning. Yes, Red, my hat's off to you. You guys really...
Red Tater ain't no joke, boy.
You had yourself one heck of a team up there, and it's a major work.
Any questions you got right now, this will be the time to ask Mr. Wayne. It's all love. Asylum, what can you tell me about that?
For what, to the...
Yes, we talked about, you said you wanted to talk about asylum.
Oh,
yeah.
asylum on here.
Yes.
Okay. People come into the United States, and they ask for asylum. And that is basically saying, hey, I'm here, I've been persecuted, threatened, whatever, attacked back in my home country. If I go back there, it'll happen again. And it's because of either my race, religion, ethnic background, nationality, political opinion, or because some social group, for example, I'm homosexual or something like that, and that's why I'm being attacked. And it's the government that's doing it, or people who the government support or can't control who are doing the attacking. I need your protection. So they come here, they file within a year. If they file it with the asylum office, it used to be within about 45 days to 2 months you'd have an interview. And if you get it, great, you get asylum, and then you can move on over the next few years to get green card and this sort of thing. If they don't agree with you, they refer you to the immigration court. Now, we've had 250,000 people who hit the border in the last couple of years and just swamped the system. Right now, the immigration office is about 500,000 cases backlogged.
Right.
And they are just overloaded, not to mention they were closed from March until June. And so somebody files it. If they don't have the interview right away, you're looking at 4, 5, 6 years of just getting a work permit. But they made some of the processes so much more difficult. If you file, you can't get a work permit until a year after you've filed. What are you supposed to do in the meantime? How are you supposed to live? And their answer is, I'll tell you, literally, when that was asked by the Department of Homeland Security, the answer was, well, tell your clients to check out the homeless resources in your area.
That's incredible.
That was their answer to people who had been escaping from some very serious torture, imprisonment, or danger back in their home country. And they're saying, go back.
Yes, this is, I don't stand for any type of injustice at all. And, with what's transpired in 2020, if I have to get involved in anything, I will get involved. I will scream, holler, kick, whatever I need to do, but I just don't believe in injustice. And this is a total 1,000,000% injustice. And this is why it's so important to have proper representation with a lawyer, so you can know what's going on when you get yourself in a situation. Who you got over there on your side?
I've got Amanda Velasquez, who's also been a friend for 18 years, and is also one of the best immigration attorneys as well. And she's down here in Key West now as well.
Nice.
So her and I work together on cases. And Amanda, her partner, and her own Wicked Licks on Duval. They want ice cream.
What's it called?
Wicked Licks.
Wicked Licks. Okay, go check them out.
But Amanda is really an excellent attorney and speaks Spanish as well.
Bilingual.
Yeah, so we wind up working and sharing cases together. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you.
Nice. Okay. So I got Alexander Hernandez say, what club do you recommend? I'm going to tell you, just go on Duval Street, hit the 200 block, hit that whole street, and you're going to be happy as pie. Alexander, where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching from right now. Jason Perez in the building, checking in. All love on the podcast. Make sure you hit the notification button right over here. Woo! Subscribe to my YouTube channel, little box right over here. Woo! And make sure you inbox us if you want to sponsor the show and reach 1,000. Who is Miachael Knowles? What you got on your side, sir?
Okay, let's see who we got here. We got okay. Did I put Scott King? Yeah, we got Scott King.
You got Scott King in there?
We got Tamika Hines.
Okay. Hey, Tamika.
Oh.
We got
There's Alexander, Miami Cutler Ridge.
Yep, Cutler Ridge is a great area. If I ever get a home out there, I like Cutler Ridge. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I go south and I get into that Dade County line, first of all, a whole different mentality. So you got to really be on top of your game. It's not fantasy Island no more or Walt Disney World. Like it's kind of some serious stuff going on there. But the good thing is once you get to that Dade County line, you're close there, so you can go right to your home. And the day you wake up and you say, man, I want to be gone from here, by the time you adjust your mirror, you'll be having Dade County in your rearview mirror going US 1. Now, I don't know how you travel, but I definitely don't go 18-mile stretch. I go Carsound every time. Do you ever take Carsound Road?
I do occasionally, but it's a little longer.
A little bit, but you could
move
it along.
Well, yeah, except for the highway patrol who sits along that first section on there.
When you turn?
Oh, I've seen him more than once. It's like,
that's what they want.
Okay, I may as well stay on the 18 mile. Yeah. I can move on the passing lanes on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I drive. I've got a Toyota. I've got a hybrid.
Nice.
And my Prius got 50 miles to the gallon on a trip from here and back. And now I've got a RAV4 and I get 40. Nice. So 40 miles to the gallon from here to Miami and back. I'll live with that.
You're a veteran. Do you have a question there?
My friend Bill Stiegel said, I admire what you do, Wayne. Keep up the good fight. Thank you, Bill. Okay. Thank you very much.
On the Wave Cam, we doing it big. So let me tell y'all what we got going on. I'm going to go ahead and get my sponsors in, Mike Knowles, and then I'm going to take it on out. Thank you, Florida Keys Injury Lawyers, Accident Lawyers in the Keys. Go to FloridaKeysInjury.com. Locals taking care of locals at 302 Southern Street. Advanced Urgent Care Key West Marathon and Key Largo now offering affordable health care with the Keys Cares, only $89. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
You did hear about it?
I did.
Nobody should
Just a few minutes ago, as a matter of fact, you told me, yes.
Yes, but the thing is, nobody should have to die because they can't afford health care. And this is good, and this was tailor-made for the citizens of the Florida Keys. Thank you, Dr. Burrows. And right over here, I'm going to have to take me and you. We're going to have a little lunch over here at the Paradise Restaurant.
Sounds cool.
124 Duval Street. Have you found paradise? Finally, bringing new Cuban food in town. And Naughty Vapes, the #1 vape shop in Key West, right across the street from the fire department. Always take care of locals and military. Huge inventory shipment. Just in 10% always. Like I said, locals and military. And make sure you like their Facebook page under Naughty Vapes. Who is Michael Knows what you got on that side before I get up out of here?
We got Jose Humberto Nero.
Okay, so that's Jose Humberto, that man straight out of Metro Dade Police Department. On the streets. It's serious, boy. You don't get no downtime. It's like one call after another, so it's serious out there. Humberto, you've been laying low since they've been counting ballots. I heard you reach out to me. What's going on, my man?
Yeah, we got Red Tater say, great guest today, Louie.
Oh, yeah, this man's on point.
Yeah.
Wayne Dapster in the building today doing a big. I want you to give them your webpage where you at on on the internet where they can find you.
Got it. I'm at the Law Office of Wayne Dapster on Facebook.
Right.
And my office down here is at 300 Southard, right next door to Louie's place here, corner of Thomas and Southard, just before Truman Annex. 305-293-4671, 305-293-4671, and you can reach me at wayne.dapser@gmail.com.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're a gentleman and a scholar. Right about now, let me tell you what we got going on. All over, worldwide, I'm telling you, we going in so hard right now. It's a word that we use on the street. It's called cray-cray. Wow, 92.7. Tune in on iHeartRadio. We in the moment right now. Shout out to DJ Slice out of Philadelphia. DOS straight out of SWAT team in New York City. CO Episcopal 305 Dade County going in hard today. I mean, it's going to be wild. Slamming Felix Sama. We're going to give you what you got. We're on there till 9 o'clock. So I'm going to put my glasses on, give me something to eat, and I'm going to pipe down. My man Big Wayne doing it big. Don't start no stuff. It ain't going to be no problem. And don't marry for papers. Holla!